Hello, dearest friends, dearest souls of love and light. This is Nenari, Princess of the Sea, coming to you with another video. It seems a daily occurrence, at least at this point, and that is a blessing, and I am grateful for it. This is a video diary, it seems, of daily videos to help you on the journey. And that's actually what I'm wanting to discuss here in this video. What is it to be a light worker? And about secrets and bringing things out in the open and sharing. So, what is it to be a light worker? A light worker is someone who works with the light, right? Who is being the light of love. In truth, all of us are actually light workers. We are all light. We are all love. It's that some of us have chosen to play the game of being asleep. And I talk about this in my second book of Stepping into Spiritual Oneness, which is written in my earthly name. So those of you may know my earthly name. I'm free from going by my earthly name anymore since I made the shift into my spiritual name. Much like, Madonna has Madonna, or Prince, did the formerly known as Prince thing, and, he was a symbol there for a while and whatnot. We all go through these changes and transformations. And so as a result, I'm free from, using my earthly name anymore, although my book is still published in my earthly name. I never paid the publisher to go ahead and, change it over. But in my second book, Stepping into Spiritual Oneness, I speak about how we play this game called life, and life is living infinitely from experience and living infinitely from existence. And that's the acronym that Source has given to me, Master Artist has given to me for that. And within that, we sometimes choose to be asleep or be free from being awakened to the light. Yet all of us within us, we are all light workers. Whether we choose to be in the light and work with the light, or our soul agreement is to be something other than that. Case in point, someone such as Saddam Hussein or a Hitler or whatnot chose this life experience to come here and be the polar opposite, to be able to propel humanity into the light. Okay. There are those who are free from being awakened who delve into the opposite and go into a space of fear and doubt, worry, etc. But those of us who have chosen to be the light and be light workers, or work with the light and the light of love, have chosen this. And what our role as a light worker is to first and foremost take whatever it is that is within us that we have yet to heal. All those unhealed aspects that are illusions, of course, that everything's already and always healed in spirit. But from an earthly standpoint, all of those things that we have yet to heal within us, we are to bring out that shadow or that darkness and bring it to the light of love. And in that, transform it into love. Now, fear, doubt, worry, all of that are all aspects of love anyway. However, to bring it into a space of love with it and within it, we will keep repeating the same things over and over. Okay, as the Master Artist has given it to me, anything you are free from loving, you will repeat over and over and over again until you come into a space of love with it and within it. So particularly for those of us who have chosen the life path as a light worker, we are to take whatever unhealed aspects that are within us that we have been free from healing and heal them, and then we are to share that wisdom of our healing and our experience with the world. In ancient shamanic times, and in other ancient traditions and cultures, we would do this through the art of storytelling. And we would share of our own personal experiences of actual truth as a story, and also the ancient wisdom from the heavens, from Source, from Spirit, Master Artist, as a story, as a metaphor to help others on the journey. Okay, and that is who I am and what I be and what I do as a light worker. And so, in doing so, I've been doing this since I was a small child. In my own family, there was a long history of energetic patterns of abuse, what we would call earthly abuse. My mom was, physically abused as a child. Therefore, she abused me physically as a child and hit me and, did certain things like that, the comb, the brush, the belt, what have you, because she received that from my grandfather, and then my grandmother and yeah, sorry, my great grandmother and my great grandfather and great great, and so on and so on. And this was an energetic pattern that I was here as a light worker to break or bust. Some of us call it busting the light, right? There's a saying that my beloved says about a friend and musician friend of his who says, let's kick the darkness until it bleeds light. And or bleeds daylight, I think it is. And so that's exactly who we are as light workers. That is what we are to do, is to break those energetic patterns. And so I broke that within my own family. I noticed that, when my oldest son was a child, a baby, I had started to go down that path of being abusive with my son. And I was like, whoa, wait a minute. I can't do this. This is not who I am. And so I transformed that and I stopped that cycle. Now, there are many of us on this earth who are here to do exactly that as light workers. And then those healing stories, such as the one that I just shared briefly here with you about, my childhood and how I healed that and broke the cycle, we are to share those stories in truth and in love, free from hiding things. And so this is who we are as light workers and what we are here to do and be. Now, we are also to help assist others who come to us to bust those patterns within them. If they're coming to us either in friendship or in mentoring, whatever different names you want to call this, people have different names for different things, but it's all the same thing. We are all here to help each other to remember. There is a school of thought, as it were, and I'll use the word school, that life is a school and we're here for life lessons. The truth of the matter is, all that is remembered is within us. We have nothing that we're here to really learn. We are simply here to remember to be and experience and express and create more and more of who we are. And who we are is love. Okay, some people call it God, Source, Spirit, Master Artist. They're all semantical names for the same thing. That same source of energy of love of who we are. So within that, as light workers, some people will come to us either for mentoring or in friendship, asking for advice or, suggestions and whatnot. And so that's what these videos that I've been doing recently is about, and all of the mentoring that I do with both friends and, people who come to me in satsang and, all of these different things. This is the modality that I do in sharing with the world these gifts, and to help others who come to me and say, I'm having a situation in a relationship, or I'm having a situation with my health, or, the things that I've been doing here in these videos having to do with forgiveness. I share the stories from my own life and my own experience, as well as from those who have come to me with questions to help benefit you. And this is who I am as a light worker, and this is who we are in helping each other to remember more and more of who we are. Because we all came here for that reason. We all came here as a purpose to bring to light this light of love and to bust all those illusions within us, of all those things that appear to be dark. And so within this whole realm of secrets, what Source has given to me and what I be in my life is simply that love is meant to be given, to be shared, and never hidden. I believe in openness and sharing. Secrets are of the ego origin. We can see this very well within the paradigm that is presenting itself in certain timelines of this world, within things having to do with free energy, how such has been supposedly suppressed. okay, and free from being open to the public and shared, when really all it is that you just need to know where to look and who to ask. It's really free from being suppressed. There's an illusion out there that says, oh, the government's at hand, blah blah blah, Illuminati this and whatever, are suppressing such. It's actually readily available, and you can actually do it pretty cost ineffective. It's like very little money or no money, and you can do it in a border system. And I talked about this on the air just recently on Michael Carbone's radio show, and I will post the link down here in the video description so that you may listen to that and hear what I talked about within talking about off-grid. So we have this paradigm of where people seem to feel the need to hide things, whether it's hiding free energy resources, or it's hiding things about, their relationships, or hiding things about, family secrets or whatnot. And to me, love is meant to be given. It's meant to be shared, and it's never meant to be hidden. I believe in openness and sharing, and secrets are of the ego origin. While I feel it's best to be free from sharing intimate sexual details, sharing the love is always to be remembered and shared. And so when I'm sharing of my experiences, I'm sharing of my experiences and those who are involved in my life or have been involved in my life. I'm coming from that space of love. Far too often we feel that we are to share the news about guns and war and anger, and that somehow that's better than sharing the love and sharing the light and how we've come to the light, through our journeys, so that we can help others. How many times do we hear, things on the news or in the newspapers about, smart meters this or smart meters that, or, pending World War III, and, Iraq is doing this, or Syria is doing that, or Iran's doing this, or, so-and-so's doing that, complaining about things, rather than saying, hey, here's what happened, and this is how I transformed it into the light. Or here's what's going on for, someone who's in my life, such as, things I've shared about, what's happened between my beloved and I. I share that to be free from, slandering him or judging him. I share that, or myself, I share that in openness and in love to say, hey, look, we're going through a similar journey that maybe you are. And here's what we did to share, and what we did to transform it into the light. And, be an inspiration and be a model and example for you who are watching these videos to help you on the journey. And that's the place that I'm always coming from. It's to benefit humanity, to benefit you on the journey. I'm free from ever coming from a space of, a harm or an intent to hurt, my beloved, or, you, or, anyone else. It's simply coming from a space of, love and that ancient way that we have always shared so that all can benefit. And that's who we are as light workers and who I am on the journey. And I've really come to understand something on the journey of this, in which it's really free from mattering what it is that other people think. Now, I'm not saying that in the sense of, I don't care about you, I don't care about humanity, I'm not saying, to heck with you, or, anything like that. I'm not saying that at all. What I'm saying is that as a light worker, my purpose and mission is to help humanity. Okay, and who I am as the princess and who I am as my beloved's princess is to be that love. And being that love, what I'm sharing is real, raw, vulnerable, and from the heart of the spiritual wisdom of the master artist, as well as my experiences and our experiences together, because that's who twin souls are also. I do a lot of mentoring and help, of people, and with people who are in twin soul relationships, as my beloved and I are twin souls as well. And on the journey, there are many who come to me and say, what can I do? I don't understand. That is why my fourth book came out, Beloved Troubadour. It was the marriage, if you will, or the union of our union, my beloved's and mine, as well as to benefit humanity with the wisdom about twin souls and how to be that unconditional love. And so anyone who has the opportunity to read that will see how I have honored him and myself and the journey, as well as being beneficial for humanity, to help you all on the journey. And I've come to understand that, as my beloved and I both said in our own ways in the previous video that I did on rebuilding relationships, I am free from feeling I have to justify myself and my actions and who I'm being to anyone. I know I am coming from a place of love and light in my heart and being real and raw and vulnerable and helping you all. And whomever chooses to get that and resonate with that, then they will. If they are free from resonating with it, then that's okay too. And I'm okay with that. And I just know that I'm simply coming from a space of love and sharing as a light worker with no intent to harm. As a dear friend of my beloved's and mine, Dale, recently wrote to me this. He said, I only know what others think of me is not my business. I do not take their opinions personally. The truth is one, and I stand in oneness in that truth. And I really resonate with what Dale says, because that's very true. I've said it another way in my second book, Stepping into Spiritual Oneness, and Wayne Dyer and others of us have also said similar of who I am is not what other people think of me. As my beloved said, in the previous video on rebuilding relationships, our job is not to, help others to get where we are. Our job is just to simply be where we are on the journey, to be that love and to project that love out there and to be that sense of light. And it's interesting that I've noticed, just as I was preparing to do this video, right at the moment that I prepared to do this video, I received a message in my email inbox from a gentleman who is a subscriber on both my beloved's and my YouTube pages. He sent me a message in which he said his screen name on YouTube is Sedona 1111, which I absolutely love, and his name is Neil. And his message says this: "Thank you for your message. Wish there were more people like you promoting love and healing to the world." And so thank you, Neil. I honor you very much for writing that. And I get letters daily, off of YouTube in my inbox, constantly from people who are writing to me and thanking me for being so real and raw and vulnerable and from the heart, and sharing the wisdom from Source and of my experiences, and those who come to me and those who are in my life, and how it's benefited their lives and changed their lives. And that there is just one example from Neil. So Neil, thank you very much for that. So I would like to end this video by saying to you all that coming from a space of love and being love now is exactly who we are meant to be as light workers. And I know that we are in this beautiful moment, just this one moment of love, right here, right now. And when we realize who we are and we step into being truly who we are, then it just comes forth from us. And it's an outpouring of love. And this is who I am. And this is what I invite you to be. And so I give to you, send you infinite blessings of love. And I say to you in this moment, I love you. And be love now, for this is who you are. Espavo.